So here we are in the psychedelic town of Camden. We'll be tripping out. We're looking for the real answers to life. Trying to find some psychedelics just to open our mind and figure out what the fuck are we here.
So, what are your views on validation?
Well, that's a tricky one. In today's society, we all want to be validated, especially on social media, through the likes and attention, all that stuff. But it feels like it all feels so shallow and meaningless nowadays. I know it feels good, but my question is, where does it come from? How did this all start? How as humans have we become so attached and obsessive of being validated? It's like, is it really that important? Do we need it in the long run? You feel that something is going to make you feel validated, but then there's always going to be something else, because that will only last temporarily. You hit a certain level of validation, and then the next day, well, you need something else. So don't make that your source of happiness. What good does it do you anyway? I mean, nobody really cares. No one's there to pat you on the back or give you a medal. It's like, okay, so you're fully validated now. All right, good for you, but no one else gives a shit but you. It never is what you think it will be. So one idea I had about why people crave validation, because I feel that a lot of people think that once they get that thing, they'll feel fully actualized, and then they'll be at peace. Like, okay, I've made it now. Then there's something else that comes along that, okay, if I get that thing, now I'll self-improve, now I'll be much better, and still it doesn't work. None of it fulfills the soul, let's say. And as I asked earlier, where does it come from? Maybe it came from our childhood or something. There's something missing from the beginning when we were very young, and now later in life we're trying to make up for whatever that thing is. Not enough love, not enough attention, admiration, and so I suppose if you didn't get enough of that when you're younger, maybe you just later in life you're just trying to fill that void or whatever it is. But that doesn't work. So you got to realize, maybe just say to yourself, I'm fine. I'm actually okay. You know, I'm self-actualized. For the most part, you're good. You are who you are. You are who you're gonna be. And what's the point of trying so hard to live up to some kind of character or expectation? There comes a point where you just get burnt out, really. It's like, I've had enough. What left is there to prove, really? Like, at what point are you done? Can I have a rest? Like, no, you can't, because that's not how humans are wired. It's not meant to be that way. And then when you think, okay, if it's not meant to be that way, it's in our human nature, then we're not meant to be happy, right? Like, we're not meant to be fully validated and at peace. I'm not saying that I'm above it all, because I'm certainly not, that's for sure. But I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to separate my ego from my mind, or just be present with my body. You know, all I have is my mind and my body. That's all I have. Everything outside of it, that's like, a lot of the time it's just noise.
Now, there's a thing with some of us. When we were little, we were told, you're awesome. You're my little princess. You're gonna get anything you want, because I freaking love you. I love you, darling. You're my number one girl. As we grow up, your parents will help you. Your loved ones will help you to get what you want, to help you get you the best grades, to even try help you buy that new car you always wanted. But you're gonna hit a critical threshold where they're not gonna be there to help you anymore. That validation isn't there to help you, because you found out you are not the only princess in the world. There's so many other princesses out there. It's like, oh my goodness, it's not just me, it's other people as well. And reality is gonna hit you with all these biases you've been told when you're younger, and each of them will be challenged as you grow up. It's not about resisting it. It's about opening your mind and realizing certain truths, accepting the world what is, instead of being lost in your own head of what you think it is. We want what other people have, basically. Like on social media, we see people with posting pictures next to fake planes or cars which they don't own. It's all just a mirage. It's all just not true. It's all just your head telling you these things that you need, but ultimately you're getting broke in the process. And look, the source of all suffering comes from desire. Don't desire anything. Let's go back to living in the fucking cave. You
We're
know?
all gonna start living like monks.
Just give me a couple of tissues from Asda. I can sew them together and wear it like a robe. You know, I'll wear it like a robe and just, go back to the old age, have some campfire, strictly use my mobile just to order KFC on the Uber Eats app. So I'm sort of with technology, I'm still up to date with it. Look, the human brain our monkey brain has designed us to just be absolutely relaxed and do the most easiest thing of least resistance, right? We're not designed to go for the next level. That's where willpower comes in, right? That's where work ethic comes in. That's where all these non-cognitive abilities, they all come in. But ultimately, your brain is designed just to sit down, relax, and I don't know.
Enjoy the fruits of your life.
Enjoy the fruits of your life until you fucking die. But no, look, there's always gonna be the next desire, because I know you as a person, you're hungry for goals. You have goals in your life, you have dreams, and they're not gonna happen if you're constantly scrolling on social media, thinking about, I need this, I need that. If I don't have it, then I'm not complete. Why even come from the frame that why even come from the frame that you're not complete already? Look, you're already enough. You are already enough. And now let's work with that. That's the starting point. The starting point is you are enough. And let's get even more. Let's even get even more better. You're awesome. Let's get even more awesome.